Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Welcome back, kids, to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan, and today's guest, Hilaria Baldwin is here. Maybe the farthest thing from Hilaria Baldwin. Meghan Hanley is here, you guys. Yay!
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
I was thinking about you today, and I was like, Meghan Hanley has the career that my parents wish I had.
Not by the numbers.
But I feel like probably like you, because you are like, you do well. I feel like you're like kind of like the queen of like corporate gigs too.
I was like during the pandemic, I was doing a lot of corporate Zooms and it was exciting. And then going into it, I was like, when I got booked on the first one, I was like, oh, do they even like want to hear from me? Do they want to hear from like a chick? And like, they're like, yes.
You are.
And they wanted to.
I feel like that is your crowd.
It like went well.
Yeah.
And then coming out of it, I just like didn't really book any coming out of it, so it's been kind of weird.
Comedy's fucking weird right now.
It's weird. I found that for me, like 2022, I felt like was the harder of the years
coming out of
it.
Yeah,
I think maybe because I expected so much of it.
Right.
Like I was like, oh, we're coming out of it. It's going to be busy.
It's going to be like a flood.
Yes. And instead, it was like the beginning of the year was a little busy, but it was stuff that I had booked in 2021.
Yeah.
And then I think Omicron hit.
Yeah.
And then people got afraid to start booking again.
Yeah.
And then when those like spring things kind of ended, it was like summer was okay. And then my fall was like the worst. Fall and winter was like the worst I've had in years. Like I was busier being locked down.
Wow.
And I was like, this is bizarre.
That's bizarre. I feel like a lot of people probably feel that way though.
Yeah.
I think it was like, I'm not good at like separating time and noticing things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you just did it so beautifully, so succinctly. I was like,
well, I've had a lot of time to reflect. I've had a lot of open bookings.
I was like, wow. No, but I just...
openings in the schedule, me being like, I guess I will binge that show. I guess I will binge that show in my parents' basement.
I feel like other than like the stand and like what other like road stuff, like that's all I really got going on. Like
that's great.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You work New York a lot of time.
I work New York a lot.
Gotham too, yeah.
I work New York and Gotham a lot.
Yeah. Those are such great clubs.
They are great clubs. But I feel like what I have to start doing again is I've got to just like get back to the grind. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe it was just like, it was like 2 years of, I feel like treading water, like keeping ourselves like going, like, what can we do? Panic, set in. Like I'm someone that like the first week we went into lockdown, I did a Instagram live virtual comedy show like the first week. So I didn't know what to do. And like I have two roommates. So we were like all locked down together, which helped. So it wasn't just like me to the screen. So I was like, I'll do a comedy show.
Right.
And it was just supposed to be a half hour. And then my roommates, like them being there helped out so much because they just like became a part of it. And then they started playing like sound effect noises of people coughing, like stupid stuff that like we were all so freaked out. It worked. And then all of a sudden my one roommate, she just goes, well, I have a horse head in my closet. And we were like, excuse me? What? She's never mentioned this in our years living together.
Have you never mentioned a horse head?
Goes, I don't know, you think we could use that for the show? And I'm like, yeah. So it's like March 21st. We just got locked down like the 16th. I'm like doing this thing. I had like my computer going for Facebook Live. I had my phone was Instagram Live. I was recording it on like a camcorder just to have it. And then I didn't have like lighting like this or anything like that. So like we just had every like light in the house. Like we moved lights around. We had that going. We were like coming up with these sound effects. And then we timed it out that like at some point she was going to bring me a glass of wine with this horse head on. And like we just wouldn't acknowledge it. Like... And then that became like the thing in the chat that blew up. And then they just became like this funny part of it. And we were like, all right, we're doing this like weird variety show.
Did you guys do it like weekly after that?
So then we did it with the first one ended up going an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and I had written out my whole set and I only got through like a quarter of the material. And I was like, all right, well, we can do it again.
Yeah.
So the second one was like more successful. Like more people came to the second one. Yeah. And then the third one, we made the dirty show. Because the first two I did as like cleaner shows so people could watch like with their families. But then we're like, we're doing a dirty show
and
on the next one. Know. Yeah. And we did, promos for it of us like with Clorox bleach and the horse head. And like, all these apartment show. We started doing apartment show promos, all this stuff. So we did that like right away. So we did 3 in a row, and then I was like, all right, I think we have to kind of take a break. Also, because I started to notice like viewership started to go down. By week 3, people are now finding other things to do, and also I was like, well, I'm kind of starting to run out of material. So we took like a break, but just doing that like got me booked on stuff that was like Zoom was new, but it got me booked on that stuff like right away.
That's great.
People saw that.
Yeah.
So it just kind of was like, keep building momentum.
Right.
Keep building momentum.
Right.
Next thing. Get through this year. Get through this month. You know, like navigate performing live again. Navigate like Zooms. Okay, now I'm going corporates. Now I have a green screen in my bedroom. Like,
that's so cool.
You know, like,
and you started doing your Tabata fucking sports. I fucking love Tabata, dude.
I feel like Tabata got me through.
Tabata is fucking so smart.
Thank you.
I fucking, first of all, I love a Tabata fitness class.
Thank you. You're one of the few people that knows what I'm talking about.
So I have a joke about it.
Thank you.
I'm like, do you guys know what Tabata is? 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest.
Yeah.
Same way I give head.
Yeah.
And I say, the guys usually hate it because I count down. But I
Ding.
love Tabata. Exactly. Ding, what happened? Tabata.
I'm not going to be able to not think of that.
Tabata. Yeah, because you've got all this sports knowledge.
Yeah.
And it was such a fun, short info, well produced. You do all that stuff by yourself?
I did it all myself. Yeah,
it's impressive.
Thank you.
I can't do anything.
What are you talking about?
Pat.
This is phenomenal.
Pat does everything.
But still, even just organizing, that says a lot. It's a lot.
All I do is tell Pat to show up. I just keep giving him money. He's like, he Venmo requests me. I'm like, I don't even know what this is for. Here, just take it. As long as I don't have to think about it, I don't care.
But yeah, Tabata was just so like, I had done it previously, and it was like, I started it out like it was a 2-minute thing.
Yeah.
And then I even just with the name of it, I was like, all right, I'll do this like sports show. It'll be quick.
Yeah.
And at the time I was just doing Tabata workouts, and I was like, oh, high intensity interval training, but like for sports, but like jokes.
Yes.
And that quick. And then like once the format started getting down, I really figured out like how to edit and frame, how it was all getting worked out. I could start doing it really quickly, but it just gave me something that like every week I was like, you're going to write these jokes.
Right.
You're going to look up what's happening that week.
It's a job.
It's going to be your job.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're going to shoot every Thursday.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I really I was lucky if I had a joke going into Thursday. Okay. And I was like, it was like a good thing if I had like 1 or 2 ideas.
Right.
But it was like, all right,
that's
you're going to write these up.
Exercise. Yeah.
It's an exercise. I was like, you have to do it.
Yeah.
And you'll get it done. And then I'd sell it. And it was also just like practice of you're setting up a camera. Right. You're delivering your joke to the camera. I look at it, look back at it, look at the next one.
ESPN should hire you.
They should.
You should be on Sports Center, like something. New York local. They give fucking Sam Morrill these fucking jobs.
I was on Sam's show.
All right, whatever. I'm not talking to him. I have to bite the hand.
No, but it's one of those things I was like, there should be more sports and comedy because there's not enough of it.
Yes.
And I feel like I don't know. I feel like
it's
ESPN,
a lane.
it'd be a big like, they used to be so funny, and I feel like they're kind of like, they don't know
all this
what
woke
to sort of
fucking
be
bullshit.
anymore.
But like, you're so good for that because you're like a broad audience. Would be into you. You're not super dirty. You're not fucking like, you're funny. You're just funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
And I would find occasionally I would do like a dirtier, not even I never went into it going, I'm going to be dirty or clean, but some of the jokes would just come up, and I'd be like,
I know, I have to say it,
and then that one would like blow up and online. I'm like, oh, is this more?
That's what they want. All these fucking
people want.
scumbags. Just kidding. Love you guys. Yeah, that's so. I really. That's such a cool. I wish I was more knowledgeable about sports. I'm trying. I don't know. Not really, but
I mean,
no.
What I did like my like favorite comment that people would give me during Tabata is people would be like, I don't know sports, but when I watch Tabata, 1, I like it and I don't know sports, but 2, it gives me enough information to keep up with the conversation.
I was just I was
like, yes,
that's all you need.
That's what I want.
Get me in this Mets talk. Give me one player's last name that I can remember.
Yeah.
You know Noma.
Noma.
There you go, Noma.
Noma Garcia Para.
That's like it's in like the 2000s.
He likes calling me old. Anyway, Pat can figure out how to call me old.
No, that's literally all. I think
I know Big Poppy.
Okay, Big Poppy.
David Ortiz.
Sure, yeah. Big deal. He's a
My
big deal.
dentist was a Cy Young Award winner pitcher.
What?
He My dentist growing up, his name was Jim Longborg. He played for the Boston Red Sox. Like I think he probably won it in like the 1920s or something. No, it was a really long time ago, and he won it like 1 year. Like Roger Clemens won it, and then he won it, and then Roger Clemens like won it again.
So it was like the 80s.
Yeah.
Like the 80s, and then
maybe.
Wait,
yeah.
What
I don't know.
happened that this guy's like, I must pursue my real passion.
I think I'm wrong.
My real passion
Drilling holes. Drilling holes in children's mouths.
Maybe he hit somebody with a line drive in the face. Like he nailed somebody with a fastball, and he was like, I have so much regret. I've ruined this man's mouth. I must dedicate my life.
I want to dedicate my life to reconstructing teeth.
Yes. Maybe he was staring down players so much.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can't look at these.
I can't look at these fucking. They're all chewing dip and they're
I
ruining
have
their
to
gums.
do something.
This
to
gingivitis
fix this.
is awful. Jim Longborg. Did you look him up?
Oh my gosh, I want to know about Jim.
Jim, he was super handsome.
Okay.
I remember he would put his dentist tools on my like developing chest. That was like barely developing, and it would like turn me on.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You know when like
dentist tools on your chest? What is
well,
that
you know how they like work on you, and you have like that blue bib on, and then they'll like put an instrument down. They should put it on a tray.
No.
You're like, and you lost me. And that part where you got molested, you lost me.
I've never had somebody say like, "Be the tray."
I think I was so flat chested, he kept mistaking it. He was like, "Oh, sorry, I meant to put it on a tray, but you have a flat chest." There he is. Oh
my gosh.
Jim Longborg.
Wow.
He was my dentist. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
He signed a baseball
Look
for
at
us. Yeah, it was.
Did he have like a?
All right, I was wrong.
Did he have like? Oh wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, he was old when he was my dentist.
Okay, but still attractive.
But still very handsome.
Very handsome.
Silver fox.
Oh my gosh, I wonder like, was there a name of like the dental practice that matched like pitching? Like was
that
he
would
like
have been funny?
Is he like, don't strike out and go to the competition?
It's like.
Or I'll strike out the competition, serving up sliders.
He had a pretty like busy practice. He was a pretty popular dentist.
I would think so.
Lots of sports memorabilia, decorating it. Yeah, and my dad always wanted to drive us.
Right.
My mom wanted to too.
Yeah.
Though, for different reasons. Fucking whore. No.
I mean, but what a great treat at the dentist.
Yeah.
The dentist can be terrible.
Absolutely.
That can be a terrible experience.
He was very kind too.
Yeah.
He was very kind.
Gosh,
and he
I
always
love this.
got us in and out.
Would you like to call his office and make an appointment?
Oh.
What if he's like not with us anymore?
He's 80.
You mean
Is
like
he still working?
He's still working.
It's right
of course
here.
he is. He's right
I mean,
now.
I do need
We're
to
gonna
make
call
an
Jim.
appointment. I
With
need a
Jim, that's
cleaning.
Dr. James.
He's in Hanover, Mass.
Hanover,
That's where
Mass.
we used to drive, Hanover, Mass. Good job, Pat. He's good at research.
When I was younger, I used to want to be a dental hygienist.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I think my dental hygienist, I used to go to a dentist office that I loved, and I think the dental hygienist was like really pretty.
Yeah.
And I just was like, oh, she like cleans teeth. I like having my teeth cleaned, and she's like so pretty. I
Right.
just want to be. When I was younger, was my dream. Thankfully, I've expanded, but maybe not. My dream was to be a dental hygienist. I wanted to be married by the time I was like 21, 22. I wanted to have
Whoa.
twin boys at 23, and we were all going to be season ticket Islander fans. That was my goal.
That's so interesting.
we'd go
I
to
always
games.
thought marriage like would happen to me, like, you know, without
Yeah.
me like really wanting it
Yeah.
to. Like I always figured I would
Yeah.
get tricked into it.
Yeah.
But I never wanted it.
I like when I was younger, I really wanted it. And I think also it was like when my mom used to like work lunch duty, my mom was like, you know, like the mom at lunch duty that was just like, oh, no fun. You know, very strict. She was the Girl Scout leader, that she was always in the Girl Scout uniform thing, like very like watching everyone. But then sometimes he would have the really, my mom wasn't old, but we had the people that just had the young moms. And I was
Right.
like, I want to be a young
Okay.
mom.
Yeah. I see.
And
it.
then that faded like immediately. Like I never even wanted to hit puberty.
I know.
Like I was like, wait, let alone talk to people?
What am I doing here?
No.
How did I get to puberty?
I was like, oh no.
Louise.
Yeah, those just dreams went away.
I
but-
really liked you. You were on Erica Sparrow's podcast, or you guys
Yeah.
had one together, or you were a
no, I
guest
was
on
on
her.
her podcast. Yeah.
And the clip where you were talking about how 20-somethings are having more emotionally charged conversations, and I was like, I relate to this so
Right?
much.
Oh
I'm
my
like not. I
gosh.
like barely date. Like
Me
I
too.
don't date. Like
Me too. I haven't really
I
dated
feel like you
in a
have
while.
though. No.
I haven't in a while. I really didn't. It was one of those things. 2022, weird year. It was one of those things where I'm like, oh, I haven't dated since 2021. Whoops.
Yeah. Whoops.
I haven't like
Forgot to schedule that
I
in.
missed a year, and like not that I wasn't open to meeting people in 2022, but it just wasn't something that was happening, and I wasn't putting an effort in. And now I'm like,
I don't do apps.
Oh,
Do you do apps?
I cancel my apps.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember exactly what I wrote on it, but this is so everyone could be like, you have to be so specific, whatever. So I was on the apps, but the people I was meeting from the apps, it wasn't going. It was a waste of my time. Like we're business women. We run our own businesses.
Yes.
Time is important.
Right.
And if you're wasting my time, like that is a problem. I can't have
agree.
it. Like,
right.
So I was on the apps, but like it wasn't leading anywhere. And then I put up, just to get back in the sports theme here.
I love it.
So I grew up an Islander fan. I switched to the Rangers, I think, because I was like, I'm done with Long Island. I live in Manhattan now. Over it. Became a New York Ranger fan. So New York Rangers go to the Eastern Conference Finals in June. I was at Gotham when it's happening, and like one of the guys, Billy, that works the door, like he was just like, oh man, if we get a Stanley Cup, this city's gonna go crazy. He's like, we need a win. And I was like, yes. And I was like, we're watching like game 7. They're like going on. And I'm like, they're going on. I was like, this is crazy, right? So I changed my dating profile. Like the thing says, what are you looking for? And I said, somebody with tickets to the New York Rangers Eastern Conference Finals versus the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh my God.
And nobody even commented on it. And like,
but that's so genius.
right? Because I was
It's
like,
so
no
funny.
one. I was like, first of all, no one's gonna have these tickets. I was like, but if they
Right.
do, I mean, yeah, I'll go with
date
you.
It's
I
like,
will go
what
with
are
you to this
You're
game.
4'8" with one tooth. I'm in.
Yeah,
I
will
care.
go with you
I'll
to the
go
game.
there,
We'll
yeah.
have a great time at
Yep.
the game. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like what happens after that? But we'll go to the game. But all I was looking for was somebody. It was such a conversation opener. And I was
Yeah.
like, it was so specific,
Right.
that it's like, and I updated my photo, so it was the first photo, hot pic, that thing. I'm like, hello, there's an opening line. Like at
Right.
least like trash talk me. Like,
Yeah,
trash
I'm
talk.
spoon feeding you
Like, I'm
this
giving
fucking
you,
shit. I know.
You know, maybe I also have to work on my love language. It shouldn't be trash talk.
But we're comics. It's
We're
like we can't
comics.
help
Like,
it.
I'm like,
We're-
bring it,
they're like,
you
I
know?
have a thick skin. Like, take a
Yeah.
shot. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, God, man, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what goes through their minds sometimes, what response they think they're gonna get with some
Yeah.
of the stuff they open with.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like we're like both like pretty like fun love. I'm like, I will give you a shot. I
Right.
swear to God, I will.
Yeah.
Just like, don't tell me like you make me want to grow sea moss. I don't know. Like
wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what? You make
somebody sent me
me
that.
grow sea moss?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what
I
that
like. I don't
means.
either. And I like go. I look at his profile.
Is he a
It's
fisherman?
a fish. Yeah, it's like
Oh,
a fish. And I was like,
okay.
mm.
I like how I
Is
was
this
like,
a fish? Like
I like how I go, oh, I got it.
now
I
you
don't,
got
I
it.
still don't get
You're like,
it.
send him the profile. Nobody gets it.
I want to
just-
grow sea
It's
moss.
weird when like guys try to neg us, right?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Mabel, the
boy.
peanut butter is empty.
Mabel has some words about this.
Mabel's like, fuck that. That's the other thing. Men who don't like dogs,
I
like
get
grown
that.
men.
Oh, I don't understand that.
Isn't it
Dogs are
weird?
amazing.
I like
Whoa.
men that I sleep with. Like, you know,
Really?
Mabel's
Mabel's
currently
coming out. Mabel's
throwing herself at the door. I don't know what Pat's plan is. She does respect Pat.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's able to handle this. Yeah, grown men.
Yeah.
If you send me like a message on Instagram
Yeah.
and I go and look and your profile picture is a cat on your chest and you're doing this, like,
Oh, no.
it's just not for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm allergic to cats and I also
Okay.
hate them.
Yeah, I don't like cats. I don't trust them. I've only let a few cats into my life, and it was a mistake.
Right?
So
See?
yeah,
Yeah.
in college there was this stray cat that used to wander around.
Yeah.
Several people adopted the cat, so when everybody was feeding the cat. So this little stray cat in the Bronx became a fat cat.
Okay,
It became, but everybody befriended this cat,
Yeah.
and we all had different names for the cat. Someone was calling, I think it was like Black and White, was calling him Oreo. We called him Christopher. I'm not sure why. And then we found out Christopher was a girl. You know, so that became a whole
happens.
thing.
Yeah,
And I was
trans.
finally like, you know what? I'm gonna give this cat a chance. And then the second like everyone started feeding the cat, ignored you, like is rude to you, and I was like, I
Fuck
gave you a shot,
dude.
Christopher.
Right. I gave you a chance.
Christopher / Oreo.
Yeah.
Give me a chance. And I was like, I can't open my heart up to these animals.
I can't. Like my dog is like a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
Like just like a routine,
Yeah.
like day in and day out. And like it's bizarre how hard it is to find. I guess because like I do date a lot of comics, so
Okay.
it's a lot of vampires in that dating field. For like
Don't, like get up to walk the dog.
no, and it's like they don't,
Aw.
like you don't have to like wake up, but like
Yeah.
certainly don't judge me for like my fucking life. You know?
Oh no! Judging for taking
They
care
will.
of something that's like a great skill. It's like skill isn't even that. It's a great characteristic to have in a human being.
They don't see it like that. Like
Really?
so many like grown men have said things to me like, "Get rid of the fucking dog. Why do you have a fucking dog? Like, you do road work." And it's like I'm blessed enough to be able to care for my dog in a way. Like when I do go on road trips, somebody comes and stays here with her. She has her same routine.
Right.
It's like, I don't know. I really need a guy who's like into fucking dog.
Yeah.
Not into fucking dogs.
Let's be clear.
But he's like into it. Like has his own dog.
Right.
Like, I just like.
It's so interesting because I see guys in the park with dogs and I always just think, oh, I guess they're not available. But maybe they are available and they have a
Meghan,
dog.
they're available. Go get them.
Okay. Because whenever I see the guy with a dog.
Do what you did with Mabel when you walked in, got right down on her knees. I was like, whoa. Like, Hanley.
I need love. Please show me affection.
I'm telling you. And they're also like, it is true what you're saying, especially if it's like a single dude with a dog.
Yeah.
Like he's putting something before himself.
Yes. I think it's so attractive.
What happened? I don't think you did anything. We're just going to let her cry it out like a toddler. All right.
Pat was in there for a little while.
Yeah,
I think
don't know. What'd you do?
A talk down?
I probably just made her a little more hype.
Oh,
it's fine.
Nice.
She'll live. But I love a guy with a dog, especially if he's like into it.
Yeah, but so whenever I see the guy with a dog, I'm taken, married, but now maybe not.
No,
maybe not.
Certainly not always.
Okay.
And especially if he's not with his girl with the dog, because like that's one thing. Like if they're both into the dog, that's a solid relationship.
Okay.
I wouldn't fuck that up. Then you're a home wrecker.
Sure.
Then you're a home wrecker.
Yes. A lot of dog boundaries. There's a lot of dog boundaries.
But there's a guy that I saw in the park, and I still think about him. I have such a crush on him. I follow him on Instagram.
You did? How'd you find him?
I'm a fucking psychopath.
Maybe I should have you. Maybe I could have you find. I just keep showing at the gym at the same time as someone. Yeah. Maybe I should.
What gym do you go to?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
It's a small gym in Brooklyn.
Okay.
There's a couple. Yeah.
Are there any hot guys?
Yeah, there's a lot of hot guys.
How do we strike up gym conversations?
I don't know.
I don't know how.
I don't know how to. This is how I think I'm striking up a gym conversation. I just work out like a maniac.
Yeah.
And
same.
think this will attract people.
100%.
And I'm like, do you see yourself in the mirror?
Right.
It's not even attracting yourself.
Same. Yeah. Like obviously a guy wants to approach this.
Yes. I make sure I'm doing legs. I mean, I feel like that helps. I'm like kettlebell all the way over.
Kettlebell, you should come to a fitting room class.
I would love to. In the studio, I forgot about him. So last winter, I used to see him a lot, and I only see him on Saturdays. I like to work out usually regularly between like 12:30 and like 2 is usually the time I go to the gym. And
that's a good time. That's my new time. My old time was 9:30, but today I did 12. I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah. And so I only see him on Saturdays, which I think is a good thing. It probably means he has a job.
Yes.
So he's only there on Saturday, and he works out like a lunatic. Like he does all those like mobility exercises to warm up, like a psycho.
Yeah.
And then I was noticing the other day, so I hadn't seen him. I used to see him last winter, and then I like kind of forgot about him, and then I was busy, and then I was like, I've been seeing him again, and I was like, oh my gosh, there he is. And I was like, it's that dude. I know it's this dude.
Yeah.
So I'm doing like my thing, and then he went to the like weight rooms downstairs, and I'm like on the turf area, and he kept like popping back up, and I was like, what, did he forget something? And I was like, oh my gosh, no, this is part of his workout. I was like, what a psycho. I'm so turned on. He must have been doing like heavy weights and then running up and down the stairs and like moving up and down the room and then going back down.
Yeah.
And then he finally gets done, and now I'm just like stretching, but like biding time, like stretching. Right. And then he comes like over to me. I just got up and walked away.
Of course. I would have done the same thing.
And I'm like, what are you doing, Meghan? Like
it's like your crush is coming. I better fucking put my head in the sand.
I was like, and then what did I do? Just to show him, I got on the treadmill and just started doing intervals like a maniac.
I'm sprinting. I don't have time to talk to you.
And he did refill his water bottle a couple times, like behind me, and I was like, ah! I was like, he must be checking me out. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
I do think it is very attractive. We are joking, but it is a very attractive quality for seeing somebody put real effort in.
I think so. And especially
gym.
like if you're doing, like he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
And this is what I love about my gym. Everybody kind of like does their own bizarre thing, which I love.
Yeah.
Like there's a guy that's like always like on the bike, and he's like, he'll be on the bike, but he also has like 5-pound weights, and he does.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's like, they do this on Peloton. I've seen the videos.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know who this man is, and we've never talked, but I'm like, you are awesome.
Go get it.
Party. He's just like this.
Go get it.
Yeah.
I was at Equinox for the longest time.
Yeah.
pre-pandemic, probably, I don't know, 5 years or something. And then Equinox at Brookfield Place
Very nice.
started taking away all of my 9:30 a.m. classes.
Oh.
Because that used to be my jam.
That seems weird. Why would you take that away?
It was me and a handful of stay-at-home mothers, I believe, working out.
Great.
And they just cut our fucking classes. Like all, like Monday, I used to take Stacked, which is, I used to take all of their strength classes.
Okay.
Which are still like, and this, everybody should follow Raw Fitness Nutrition. This is my friend Amanda. She reminded me.
Okay.
Some of these like strength classes, if there's no like recovery or downtime, they're kind of like HIIT classes.
Okay.
'Cause your heart rate's up, it's staying up, you're moving from like one exercise to the other. I mean, I still enjoy them, but now my thing now is I just want to keep lifting heavier and heavier and like obviously enter the Olympics at some point.
I love it. I think this is phenomenal. Yes.
But the reason I
fully
left
support this.
because they took away all my classes, and I also felt like I had plateaued a little bit. I mean, their business model, they don't want you to take strength classes. They want you to pay for a personal trainer.
Okay.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I dated a personal trainer.
Okay. Yes. You know.
We used to fight. We used to fucking fight because he had
Be like at the gym.
no, like because this was like sort of like beginning pandemic, so we would do a lot of our own workouts. Like we would go to Fort Greene Park.
Okay. Oh, I saw this online.
Yeah.
Yeah. I followed some of your exercise routines.
Yeah.
I followed one of your dance people. Wait, Mike Peel? Is that the correct name?
Mike Peel. Shout out to Mike Peel. I got to get back to my Mike Peel dances.
I was like watching Kerryn do the dance, and I'm like, whose dances is she doing? And then I was following him, and then you know when you follow somebody on Instagram, but you forget, and then like he'd put up like a selfie randomly. I'm like, who is this guy in my feed? I'm like, oh, it's a celebrity.
Who are you, sir? Good morning. Yeah, that was a pandemic. I was like, obviously, I need to be dancing on my plywood floors in a thong, or people won't know I'm here.
Hello.
People will look for me.
I think you had a cooking show too, which was great.
I sure did.
Yeah,
Cooking
phenomenal.
with Kerryn.
Cooking with Kerryn.
We got to bring it back. Maybe.
Yeah.
Pat wants to produce it.
That'd be great. I think that'd be great.
It was fun.
We may or may not have a fitness show coming up.
Oh yeah, I want to have a fitness show. You'll
I
be
would
on
go
it.
I would love to go on it.
Yeah.
Because I would like to work out with people if they know what they're doing and like they again are efficient with working out.
Yes.
Know the right moves and get it done because it's a hard thing. Like my gym has some classes, but they're not great. I tried to take them years ago, and you kind of go. Also, when you see the person teaching the class and you go, "You're teaching
I'm in
this
better
class?
shape
I'm in
than
better
you."
shape than like I can't.
I know.
And especially I follow so many accounts. Hitburn is one of my favorite I follow online. The Daily Kelsey, she runs Hitburn. Shout out to them. They follow me on Instagram.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hitburn. But they have like so many great workouts. So I'll follow their stuff and then create like my own version of like, what they're doing. But I don't know where I was going with this. But
you like working out with somebody who like
knows what they're doing. So I would love to go like on like with people that are
right.
like,
I would go once in a while. I would go with Justin Silver to his. He works out at Chelsea Piers.
Okay.
And he's good and fun because we would do exercises that I'm not used to doing, like my foot's on a barbell, and we're doing like leg presses like that, and like just like certain like machines that I'm not. Yeah. Sorry, the biggest burp come out of my face. It's I love working out with people. Yeah. It doesn't even really matter their skill level as long as they're trying.
Right.
Because I also like Justin, God bless him, but like sometimes it's like 5 minutes in between workouts, and he's like, "Well, the other day, da da da," and I'm like, "Shut up, let's lift some fucking weights." I worked out with our friend Micah Fox today.
Okay,
who crushed it.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Shout out to Micah. She did such a good job. We were talking about you.
Oh, she's great. I haven't seen Micah in so long.
Yeah, she's the best.
She's awesome.
It's called Alpha Strength.
Yes, I love it.
It was really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Warm-ups, we were doing front squats with the barbell.
Okay.
And then just like a ton of cardio.
Okay.
But we had partner workouts, so we were cheering each other on, like, and we had to run like 0.75 miles.
Okay.
And we were struggling. We like kept, but it was okay because we split it up. I was like, you do 0.10, and then I'll do, and then we're doing like sit-ups and this, and it's fun. You motivate each other, and then you feel accomplished together once it's over. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. And then that's like just a whole other set of endorphins going. So you got the workout endorphins, and then you're like with a friend, and then you're like, what should we do now? Should we go out after this? Should we get some food? Should we hang out? Yep. I love that.
I love Lifetime because they have the amenities are like crazy.
Oh, well, I thought you meant the movie channel. I was like, that's a weird segue.
I love my workout is actually getting the shit beat out of myself by my husband.
I work out, then I come home and cry to television.
It's called the battered woman's workout. Oh my God.
Planning a murder. It's exhausting.
Just spilled water on myself.
No, the partner workouts. Let's see if I can keep this story short. Partner workouts.
Don't.
So years ago, my sister and her friend were doing this workout down in Rockaway Beach, and they were like, "Oh, it's a race, it's a competition thing. You want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. It's down at the beach." They're like, "Yeah, it's these guys from the gym. We know." Run it. So the day before, my sister goes, "Oh, it's a partner workout." And I go, "Oh, so like we're doing it together?" And she goes, "No, I'm doing it with my friend Jen." And I go, What
the fuck
what
am I supposed to do?
I was like,
Where's my partner?
So I email them and they're like, "Just come down. We'll find a partner
find
for
you a
you,
partner."
whatever. So I show up and they pair me up with this woman named Linda, who is 50 years old, but in like she's like she's like probably like 5'9".
Yep.
She's like aerobic. She's only in a sports bra and like short shorts, and she's like, woo woo, she's ready to go. Right?
That
So
energy.
Linda's my partner, and I'm like, all right, me and Linda are gonna do this race, right? So we get the bib, and I have to wear it because Linda doesn't have a shirt on. So like,
Linda's there.
Linda's there, right? So it's the first. So it's these obstacles and then running, and obstacles are running. The whole thing is like partners. So we see these first guys take off, and it's like they should have been the first people to go because they probably won the whole thing, but also like it wasn't a good demo. It was like the first thing was like this plank wall you had to climb up wooden and then climb down a rope wall. But these guys were so athletic, they literally
Flung over it.
went over it.
Yes.
Like step
Just
over
catapulted.
it. And she goes, "I can't do that." I'm like, "Nobody can. Like, we're not."
I know, we can't
Like,
do that, Linda.
I was like, "Linda, we're not supposed to do that." I'm like, "We're supposed to climb up it, right?" So we first obstacle, we go up it. We get to go over the rope thing, and Linda's ankle gets caught.
No, Linda's upside down. She's hanging.
Upside down, and then she drops.
Linda.
First thing, and now I don't
no.
even. So the rest of the race can't bring more people. Like they have to stop the race because we're there.
Yeah.
Like, we're not. So I'm like, and I don't know her last name. I'm like, "Aunt Linda, oh my gosh." Like,
Aunt Linda.
because that's how I was introduced. It was one of the guys that ran the race's aunt. So I was like, "Aunt Linda, oh my gosh." So she's like, hang up. They get her foot down, and she's like, "Oh my gosh," and she's like, "I don't know," and she's like, "But," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like what's?" And now my response, I don't know what's happening.
Right.
And she goes,
What's your
"I think
partner?"
she goes, "I don't know. I don't like feel great." And then, and I guess in a moment of shock, she just takes off down the beach.
Bye,
and I'm
Linda.
like, "Oh my god!" So I'm like chasing Linda. I finally catch up to her, and she goes, "I think I cracked a rib." And I'm like, What are we doing? Like we're just on the beach.
What are we doing?
So
where's the next obstacle?
Right? So the next obstacle we get to, it's like a sled, like a kid's sled that you have to pull in the sand through all these things.
That's hard.
So it's a partner thing, but you're supposed to obviously half and half because
Yeah.
it's so hard. But Linda can't pull me.
No.
So I have to pull Linda the whole way in
my
the
God.
sled. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So we get done with that. Next thing's like a run for a while on the boardwalk. So I go, "Linda, I'm going to like run up ahead for a little, just get like a run." And I go,
Yeah.
"And I'll keep coming back."
Right.
I was like, because also I was like a psycho that paid $50 for this
I don't
thing.
blame
And I'm
you.
like,
Get
I'm
it
getting
in,
my
Hanley.
workout
It's
in,
your fucking
right?
workout.
So I would run down the boardwalk, then I'd come back to Linda,
Check
check
on
in
Linda.
on her, run back down,
Yeah.
check in on Linda. And then we get to, it was like where it was like where the start of the race was, and the second half was beyond it, right? So we get to the boardwalk part where the start of the race is, and she goes, "I think I got to go to the ER." I don't know this woman.
The rope broke my ribs. I have to go to the ER.
So I go, "Oh, okay." And now her family was over. She knows people over there, so
Okay.
she goes off with them. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "All right." And I go, "Well, I guess I'll
Finish this
I'll
up,
it."
right.
So I go, I do the run. So I get to the next obstacle. The next obstacle is a big white bucket of sand, one of those like utility buckets that again you and your partner are supposed to
Right.
carry and like move around.
You gotta dump half that bucket out.
So I pick the thing up and I
Jesus.
carry the bucket, right?
Let's
and I'm like,
go.
and it's painful and it's tough and
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Other people see me doing that.
And
And
they-
now everyone
They think
starts doing it like it's an individual challenge. So everyone's behind me. Like,
you're an
doing
inspiration.
this, like-
You inspired them
And
to break
then
the rules.
Somehow word must have got out because
Where
all
are
of a
people? Where are
sudden-
the officials?
It was a very unofficial
Yeah.
thing. I mean, it's a good thing Linda was
Where's the
related to
whistleblower?
the people
You
involved.
need 2 people for the bucket.
Yeah. So somehow now word gets out, and now you just see people are just throwing the buckets. Like buckets got left. People were furious. They
They're
were
so
like,
mad.
"What? You're dumping out the sand like they didn't
We just do what
complete
that
it."
blonde girl did.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't tell people to do this. They
No,
just saw me.
I didn't have a
Dumping-
partner. Linda's dead.
Linda's in the hospital. Furious. People are so angry. So I finished this thing. There's like, I get to like the last obstacle, which was like a monkey bar type thing. I guess it was just maybe, I don't remember
They threw it in
exactly.
at the end.
And they were like, where's your partner? And I was like, I was
Right.
like, she's gone. So I finish it. We get done with it. My sister and her friend, they finished the race. And then it was like down the Rockaway. So there was like beer and stuff after. So we stayed and we're like having a beer at the beach and this kind of thing. And actually, I remember because it was a day there ended up being a tornado later in the day. This is before Sandy. So it was like when crazy weather was just happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a tornado in like Breezy Point like a half hour after we left. It was a bizarre
That's
day.
nuts.
So we're sitting there having a beer and they announced the winners of all the age categories.
Okay.
Me and Linda won the 50 and
Let's
older.
fucking go.
There you go. The winners are.
You won the 50 and older alone, which makes me think that you would have won the 25 and under with a partner.
Probably.
So, fuck you.
They look at me like Linda and Meg, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And Erin goes, you cannot go up there. They know you're not 50. Like, I can't. And also, this was like 10 years ago, so I was like 30.
What a
something,
scam. Was there any
Yeah.
prize money involved? That would be
I
a good
don't know,
scam.
But there was definitely
do old age makeup and show up
Yeah.
and be like, I'm the 50 and older.
They're gonna question you?
No.
No. There was definitely prizes, but I didn't go and accept. And they go, well, I guess they left. We'll just send it to them. And then I emailed them because I had emailed them previously saying like I
Yeah.
don't have a partner, and I said, hey, I won with Linda.
Right.
Linda's the
right.
winner. I will not be accepting them.
Oh, that's nice though.
But the rest of the day, because then we like went out for drinks, my sister kept being like, look at the champion sitting next to me. She's like, we didn't know we were running this race with the champion.
that's
50
so
plus.
funny. How is your sister older or younger than you?
She's 2 years younger than me.
Okay,
Yeah.
my sister's almost 3 years younger than me too. Yeah,
Nice, yeah.
She ran a marathon once.
Nice.
She ran the it was like the military marathon
Ooh,
in
nice.
DC once, and I
That's
just
awesome.
went and cheered her on.
That's great. That's amazing.
Now she's all married,
Do you ever want to do one?
has a kid. I mean, my lungs just aren't really the best. I have asthma and
Okay.
I smoke pot occasionally. It's the cardio's getting better.
Yeah.
It used to be like put me on a treadmill and I couldn't run for like more than 30 seconds
Yeah.
without but that would be because what's
Yeah.
what's the longest you've ever run?
I've done 2 marathons.
2 New
yeah.
York marathons?
But in my like 20s, and I'm like, I feel like that was the final. I'm like, done. Like,
I just cheered on my friend Amy
Yeah.
who ran this last one.
yeah.
She's in her early 40s. She fucking crushed it,
Yeah.
dude.
It really is. I think so much of it is a mental thing that you just have to decide, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And you can.
Yeah.
And especially because you are in like phenomenal shape and you're a good athlete that it's just something that you go, I just want to do it. And now it's like, so I did one, it was like, so I ran track and I ran cross country and track in college. And I was the worst runner on the team. Like really
Really?
wasn't, I was like good for like an average person running, but
yeah.
I wasn't like, I was not D1 good at all. Like, I mean, I got lapped in some races. It was bad. I don't know if you've ever done a 10K on a track, but pretty humiliating. 6.2 miles. Like, I'm like, oh, everybody's seeing this. Okay. They're waiting for me.
What a character building exercise.
Oh, what a character building exercise. Absolutely. 25 laps on the track. All right, I'm 3 behind. Great.
I feel like fitness is just so good for us as comics.
Yeah,
though.
I think so.
I see so many like comics that are really like upside down in the
Yeah.
sense that like they sleep all day
Yeah.
and then it's just, and I get it being hyper focused about comedy. That's, you live and breathe, but
Yeah.
I just feel like it can't be good for your mental stuff to
Yeah.
sleep all day.
No, I for me, like, yeah, working out is such, like, movement is such therapy for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I get, stuck in I mean, we all do.
We all
stuck in
do,
our
yeah.
head, stuck in a cycle. And I'm just like, if I can just get out, even if it's not a great workout, but
Right.
just get some kind of movement or even just go out for a walk.
Yeah.
45 minutes to an hour can like shift your hormones, like
Totally.
any of that stuff. Just like get some air, get
Do you
some
feel
movement.
guilty when you take a rest day?
I have a hard time. Yeah, I have to actually like almost go through the week and go, no, it's okay. Don't work out today.
Right.
Like you've
I have to
already-
be in physical pain to take
and
a
it's
rest
kind of
day.
that. It's a little of that.
Yeah.
Like today I should have taken. I didn't do much today, but
Yeah.
I should have just
Taking it off.
I'm going to get acupuncture tomorrow, but like
nice.
I love it, and I haven't
Yeah.
like gone in a few months. I just like haven't had a chance.
It's awesome.
I love it.
I've
It's,
only
like,
done it once,
so
but I
great.
loved it.
I love it. Like,
They did a
acupuncture and then
combo.
cupping.
I was just gonna say they
Ugh.
did cupping combo.
Get that lactic
right in my
acid out.
armpit.
Ooh,
They shoved one right up my armpit. I'm like, what are you doing in
Was
there?
that like sensitive?
I don't know. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, I went there because I was having. Oh, I ended up. I had inflamed my rotator, my my rotary cuff, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Throwing that bitch her ball hundreds of times. And I hate fucking men and their goddamn advice. And like, just throw it underhand. Like, well, now I'm here. Okay. I've thrown it overhand 7,000 times. And now I have a fucking inflamed throat. But
you know who wouldn't give you that advice? The dentist. Dentist Jim. Cy Young
Award winner.
Throwing it underhand didn't get me in this dentist chair.
Exactly. I do throw underhand now, and I try to use my left arm.
Okay.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to go. So when I went, I got she put a bunch of cups all around my shoulder, and then like acupuncture. But I was in so much pain that she was like, "This might be. You might need an MRI. Like you fucked your shit up."
Okay.
But then I went to like City MD, and the guy was like, "Can you do this?" And I was like, "No." I couldn't even. I think I had like this like range of motion.
Wow.
And he's like, your shit's just inflamed. Here's some super powerful NSAIDs or whatever.
Yeah.
Stop throwing your ball 8,000.
Yeah.
But I love
so
it.
hard. Yeah.
I just throw it underhand now.
Yeah.
I should get one of those chuck it things, but I think people look like herbs when they got those.
Excuse me.
Dog owner lingo. It's chuck it. It's like it's like a lacrosse stick almost, but a little one, and you fling it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How many minutes we have left? We might as well let her out. Let her out for the last few minutes. I don't know how you can sit and hear the crying. I'm her mother. It goes through my body, Pat.
Sweet.
She's going to attack you.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Hello.
What? Are you happy?
Hello.
Are you happy?
Hi, it's so good to see you. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Megan, I'm surprised you don't have a dog.
I know. I think it's just
It's a
huge commitment. I feel like money and time.
It's a huge commitment. Money, time.
But I love it.
I think you would really.
Hi. Oh, I love
Oh, here she comes. Oh, Mabel.
Whoa.
Hey. Gentle. We're doing gentle behavior. Thank you. Yeah, you're why I'm single, Mabel. Come here. Grown men, and they're just like, what? She's too big. Like, even big dudes. I'm like, you're 6'1". Like, she'll respect you. She gives, like, submissive peas to Pat every time he walks in.
Oh, sorry. Am I encouraging too much?
No,
maybe I'm encouraging too much.
This is
like about the size of my sister's dog, and it's so cute to see my nephew with the dog. Like, they're so cute together.
Yeah.
Because, like, she's
licking
so
your
protective. Oh, no. Oh, her butthole? I'm not sure. I was like,
The earnest. Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Oh, no. Does she do that? Should I? You're lucky I let you out. Yes, I did let you out. What do you got coming up, Megan? Tell the people.
Let's see.
Where can they find you?
You can find me at the Meghan Hanley. That's my Instagram. I'm there the most. I'll be doing Laugh Fest in Michigan in March, and then I'm just hoping to build some dates.
Dude, you're fucking.
I'm just sending out emails right now.
Yeah.
I'm sending out a lot of emails and hoping one video hits.
I have. Your stuff is about. I mean, I don't know. Do you have a TikTok?
I do have TikTok.
I mean, Pat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's okay. Let's not bite the armpit.
Don't bite. She gives love bites. She doesn't mean it.
I know.
She doesn't mean
okay.
it. No biting. This is a guest.
Okay? At the Meghan Hanley. My album is out. You can, if you have Apple Music, you can just stream it. If you don't, you could listen on YouTube. You can buy it. You can, but it's at the Meghan Hanley. It's out. The link's in my Instagram. There'll be like longer videos coming up soon, and then the short ones will just keep rolling out.
That's really good. That's awesome. Oh, man. I feel like we covered a lot.
We did.
Pat, can you think of anything we didn't cover?
All right.
We didn't cover the fact that
I know we're playing, but we're good.
at this point, we're probably nearing 90K. So
We're probably at 90K
probably 90K
subscribers
right
on
now.
YouTube.
That's
and
exciting.
we're going to save that spot for our 100K plaque.
Oh.
So no art right now.
Here.
Okay.
Here. Choose it.
So guys, if you're not subscribed right now, half of you are listening right now who aren't subscribed. I think it's ridiculous because it's just a button.
It's just a button.
Just a button.
It's just a button.
And if you think Kerryn's cool without her socks on, you can subscribe. You get an alert every time a new episode comes out.
Yeah.
You can watch her without her socks on again.
Yeah.
Pat pimps me.
That's great. You
Pat-
can watch her that.
He pimps me.
Listen, this is why I wore the knee out. I said,
Show
this is for Kerryn's fans
Show
at the Meghan Hanley on all social media platforms, including YouTube. Now I'm at the Meghan Hanley.
Subscribe, follow Meghan, come to her shows. She's fucking hilarious.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
It's huge. You know, I feel like you probably get this too. People will message like, "How come you didn't come to like this place?" And I'm like, I want to go everywhere.
Or I was just there. That's my favorite. When are you coming to Chicago? I just posted a clip from Zany's.
Yeah.
I can't promote harder.
Yeah.
It makes my blood boil. Sometimes that's when I think I'm
Yeah.
like, this is a troll, because you know how hard it is to self promote.
Yes.
We feel fucking gross doing it.
Yes.
But and then when for somebody to be like, when are you gonna come? And I was like, I was just in your
just
godforsaken city.
Just there. I have to get better at sometimes not replying to the people because they'll be messaging and they're asking about a specific place and I know they live there and I want to get back to them. But then they start going, can't make it that weekend. You're like, well, that's not how this works.
It's
I
like,
didn't ask for your schedule. I'm giving you mine.
It's like, put your boss on the phone. We can work this out. I'll get you to my show. I love comedy fans. I love people that come out to comedy shows and laugh. They're the coolest people.
They are the coolest people.
Some of them are dumb.
So yeah. But if you haven't come out to a live comedy show, come out to a live comedy show. Oh my gosh, phenomenal! Wow.
You didn't even get to the bottom though, Mabes. Mabel, what's in the bottom? You didn't get all the peanut butter. Did you have a pup cup today? Yes, you did. Pup cup today means diarrhea tomorrow.
All right.
Yay. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you, Meghan, for coming all the way down here to do this podcast.
This was so fun.
Over and out.
It's only Feehans.